Who is going to be first in the chat? Let us see. Let us see. I'm excited to see who's going to be first in El Chateau. 33 seconds and no one's in the chat. What's going on? Hussein. What's up, Hussein? Man like in the chat who says, I'm back. It's like you never left. Logan's here. What's up, Logan? You hear me? Can you hear me? Logan's saying, oh no. Does that mean he can't hear me? I'm hoping you guys can hear me. How are you? Logan, is that you can hear me? Hell yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Logan. Thank you for letting me know. That's good to know. Amazing. Quality. Right, guys. I'm going through the room. Jacob's still banned. By the way, what's up to everybody who's made it to the chat? Thank you for joining. Where is Huntsman? Moderator Huntsman. We will see. Oh, yeah. Wait a sec. Nice. Huntsman, right on time. I was literally just saying, where is moderator Astronomer Huntsman? And here you are. You made it. Oh, yeah. Got the light in. Got the planet. Can we make that work? Can we make that work? We'll make that work for now. What's up, everybody? Yo, who's out there, guys? Let me know. If you're watching right now, say hello in the chat. You know I want to know who's out there. Thank you, whoever just hit the like button. I thought it was never going to happen. I thought you guys were going to... Sorry, I'm in the screen. I thought nobody was going to like the stream. So, guys, if you're watching right now, show some love. Thank you, whoever's hit the like button. Hell yeah, let's get it going, guys. Hunter says, I forgot about stream. I was listening to music. Husband, how could you? Love. That's what we're talking about, everybody. Thanks so much for bringing the energy. 4 likes on the stream already. Buzzing. What's up, Lindsay? Nice to see you again. And he says, it's awesome to be here again. Hussein, it's great to have you with us. People have been asking about you, saying, where's Hussein? And here Hussein is. What's up, everybody? Yalda is in the chat and says, do you know Stray Kids? Yes, we do know Stray Kids. Don't need to ask. You're asking a lot of times, but don't worry. We know Stray Kids, and we've had Stray Kids on before. Guys, if you watch for the first time, what's up to you? My name is Edward. We are streaming live once again, 5 days of the week, and we're absolutely loving it. Big up to everybody who's in the chat. I know we've got some regulars here. Neymar Jr. is not a regular. Neymar Jr. is a newcomer and says, do a magic trick. Unfortunately, I've got no magic tricks to show you. However, chat, we've got, as promised, the new setup is starting to take shape. So, you can see what I see. So basically, the new desk, it looks like trash right now, but trust me, I'll do a walkthrough soon. The new desk is coming, the new setup is coming. It's not going to be the old school carrying the iPhone streams anymore. It's going to be a better quality of stream. So, and some of the regulars have been rocking with me for a while, and I'm excited to show you guys what's coming. Hussein said 27 people. Yeah, you know what, Hussein? That was crazy, man. Like, that's pretty cool how YouTube just pumped the stream to loads of people. If you are watching for the first time, obviously my name's Edward, and I have a challenge for you. If you've never said hello in the chat before, jump in the chat. I promise you, this one will make you feel very welcome. It's a very, very friendly stream. What else have we got? Jazz says, yay, new desk. Yay, new Jazz back in the chat. What's up? Good to see you again. I meant to say Jazz in the chat for another time, but it was a bit of a fail. But Jazz, it's lovely to have you here with us. Honestly, I'm really excited to I didn't do a good job of showing you that. I'm really excited to show you what the new setup's going to be looking like. It's all in shape. I actually, guys, spent 3 hours today. 3 hours literally with my dad putting this desk together. This desk that I'm streaming from now. I'm excited because it's the first part of the new setup that's coming. We've got the desk and the laptop and then the camera and the mic that comes with that. So, and the light, of course. So big things are coming. But Jazz, as always, good to see you back in the chat. How was your day going? Actually, I know you're driving, so don't need to answer that. But Jazz, it's good to have you here again. Neymar Jr. says, who's your favourite football player? Neymar Jr. Good question. Good question. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favourite football. Are we talking like current or long time? I'm not saying he's my favourite football player, but a player I really do like is Ronaldinho.
because I think there's a documentary that's just come out about him recently, actually, or it's coming out or something. But Ronaldinho, I just really like how much of a flair he has to his play. I like players like that, honestly. What else have we got? Lindsay said 8 people. Yeah, you know what? That was a great little start to the stream, honestly, everybody. I was like, oh, maybe when we get going, we'll get some more people in the room to be doing some good numbers recently. And then boom, all of a sudden, there were like 27 here. They've gone because maybe we weren't chatting enough in the chat. Maybe I wasn't welcoming enough. Who knows? But I'm sure they and more people will be back. I'm just right on cue, literally, as I said, that 25 people in the room. What's up to you if you're watching right now? The chat is just getting going. It's all popping off in here. And if you're watching for the first time, I was just telling everybody that there's some really big, not really big, but like some cool things coming. I've just got a new desk, buying a new setup. New stream's going to be like, it's going to be going soon, so I'm excited for that. And speaking of new desks, Lindsay says, new desk, yay, I'm starting university on Monday, first time. That's awesome, Lindsay. Well, I wish you well at university. My advice would be, as well as having lots of fun going out and partying and stuff, your best shot with your studies. I know it sounds obvious, but I think, especially in the UK, it's easy to just go and have amazing time at uni, but not necessarily give it 100% with your studies. And, you know, it's really worth doing that, honestly, because it can change the direction of your life. But good luck either way, Lindsay. Huntsman says, I'm here. Sorry, my own bugs, so I had to restart. Did I miss anything? Huntsman, you missed like 27 people joined the room, so it's pretty cool. I think they've gone off for a cup of tea, but like I was saying, they'll be back. But thanks, as always, to everybody that welcomes people into the chat. It really creates a nice atmosphere, and yeah, it does us all credit. And Jazz says, just sitting in a parking lot waiting for a call. Haha, nice and sunny. Spring is finally here. Oh, glad to hear it, Jazz. Spring is kind of here. It kind of is here, to be fair. It is pretty much here, but it's just so off and on, the weather. Like, the weather can be so off and on. Like, sometimes it's like raining and like cold, and next thing you know, it's like the sun comes out, and then before you know it, it's like, yeah, it was like hailing, and then it's been sunny, so the weather's a bit up and down. But glad to hear it's nice and sunny you are, and to be fair, spring on a nice day is a thing of beauty. Love to just hit the like button as well. If you're watching right now and you're one of the regulars, do me a favour and hit that like button. Let's get the stream show to loads of people. And if you are new here for the first time, please don't forget to hit subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week, and we've got some really cool stuff coming. Huntsman says, tomorrow I have school again. I'm not excited. Well, you know what, Huntsman? I didn't really enjoy it. Oh, also, let me just catch up with the chat because I feel like I've missed people. Let me catch up with people. And then Huntsman, I'll come back to your comment. Who's this in the chat? Maverick. Maverick222 says, can I please request you to speak English? I don't understand British. So I'm speaking English, Maverick. I'm an Englishman. I'm speaking in English. Who else did I just miss? Amelia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're still, what's up to you, Amelia? Nice to see you. Big up to whoever just hit the like button. I need to see Depression Talk. Rob in the chat. What's up to you, Rob? Rob, I've been seeing your streams loads, man, recently. Every time I come on YouTube, like if I'm on like my lunch break or something, or when I was just out and about, like I saw your streams, and I hopped in that one the other day, and it was nice to see you doing your thing, man. And great to chat as well. Like you have a really cool, like nice, engaged chat. So big up to you and your community. Let me catch up real quick. Maverick says no, he's speaking British. No, definitely speaking English. Minnie says, how was the food of the new vid? How was the food in the new vid? Yeah, the food I had, honestly, in that new video I dropped, the one from Japan, the food was really... If you ever get a chance to go to Asia, guys, and you get a chance to go to Japan, worth visiting for sure. Lovely food there. All the snow is nearly gone where Jazz is, which is great to hear. And I think I've missed a few times. Neymar Jr. says, I have a very important question. What type of girl you like? Sydney Sweeney. Fair enough, Neymar. I can see why you'd like her. She's seems like an interesting person and obviously a very attractive woman. But yeah, that's a good question. What type of girls do I like? I mean, I don't know. Do I want to like on stream? I don't know, chat. What do you reckon? I don't want to. Yeah, maybe I don't answer that one. But I tell you what I do like. I do like women that are kind. I like women that are kind and caring and, you know, funny as well. Like, I know a lot of women say they like guys that are funny, but I like it when women are funny as well. Like, they don't need to be like a full-on comedian, but just, you know, just that likes to have a laugh, you know. What else have we got? And Rob correctly clarified that British and English are not the same. Thank you very much, Rob. It's a great point. British is kind of like and a more of a broader, all-encompassing term. And English is quite a specific thing, just like being Scottish is quite a specific thing. I think that's sushi. So Minnie has said, do you like sushi? Yeah, now obviously, Minnie, I'm vegan, so I have vegan sushi, but actual sushi generally, love it. Really, really nice. I don't know if I even had any, though, in... And catch you in a bit, Rob. Nice to see you, man, as always. I'm so confused by... Who was it? Who was it saying, like, Maverick. Maverick, I'm so confused. Okay, so I requested for you to speak English and you reverted back to British. What gives Maverick you one of the most confusing commenters I've had in the chat? And Neymar Jr. says, where are you from? I'm from England, from the north of England, land of the free. How about you, Neymar Jr.? Where are you from? I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Oh God, and Maverick says, do you want to take this back to 1776? Maverick, the username checks out. The username checks out. Lindsay, you like salad, and I've went vegan. So, Lindsay, are you saying you went vegan? That's crazy. That's crazy in the best way possible, if so. And if you're asking me, do I like salad? Yes, I salad, for real. I last ate salad yesterday, just to keep you updated. But yeah, no, I really do. I really, really enjoy salad. It's funny, like I was saying to someone of my, I can't remember, it's my friends and my family, but I was saying, like, when I was a kid, right, if you said to me, like, do you like salad? I'd have been like, salad. Whereas now, I'm an adult, I genuinely am at a point in my life where I get a real buzz out of salad. And Minnie is asking, did you do the Roblox Live? No, Minnie, we've not done the Roblox Live. I owe the chat the Roblox Live. And if we hit 500 subs, I'm going to owe you guys 500 subs house tour as well, which I'm excited for. 500 subs house tour, that is going to be a good one. I like that. What do you reckon? But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Kaylin is... How do you turn up, Kaylin? What's up to you? Very nice to see you back in the chat, Kaylin. And thank you so much for saying everyone is welcome. Don't be afraid to comment 100%, guys. If you're watching right now and you've never jumped in the chat before, please jump in the chat and say hello. You'll be made to feel very well. Maverick says, do you like beans on toast? Maverick, I literally ate beans on toast this afternoon. So yes, I do. Personally, I love beans on toast. Vegan Christianity says, bless up. What's up, Vegan Christianity? Bless up. Thank you for joining the chat with such a lovely, positive energy. Nice to see you here. Jazz asks an important question. Do you find yourself eating a lot of French fries because it's vegan and easy to find? You know what? Honestly, Jazz, more so when I was younger, just because, like, back then when I went vegan 10 ago, there's definitely been times when I've had just, like, side potatoes. Like, I've gone to a restaurant and just had to have side potatoes because that's all there was. But nowadays, like, there's a lot more choice, and it's really easy to find stuff. But it's a good question, and don't get me wrong, some chips or French fries, as you call them, can be amazing when you have them. And what's up, by the way, to everyone that's just joined the room. If you're here for the first time, please introduce yourself in the chat. It's lovely to see you. And whoever hit the like button for the 9th time, it is much appreciated. And Neymar Jr. is saying, I'm originally from Bangladesh, but I live in Sydney, Australia. Well, Neymar Jr., thank you for the update. I appreciate sharing that with us. And that's good to know, honestly. Never been to Bangladesh, never been to Australia. But the reason I was pausing that is because I went to Japan recently. I had ramen twice I was in Japan for 3 days, and I had ramen twice in 3 days. Sometimes they were cooked by a Bangladeshi guy. And actually, the video I just released on my YouTube channel. Big up, by the way, everybody. I think there's maybe a few of the regulars on that went and checked that video out and left a nice comment underneath that. So everybody that took the time to check that video out and left a supportive comment, thank you so much. In that video, my point is that I did a day of eating, and one of the ramens that I show was made by this guy who runs this restaurant, and he's from Bangladesh. But in any case, Neymar, it's nice to see you in the chat. What's up to you? And if T Kuralam, what's up to you? He says, hi bro, same energy. And he says, may God help you keep the same energy throughout your life. Well, if T Kuralam, I appreciate that vibe and that energy. It's much appreciated. I always appreciate jumping in the chat, saying hello, being kind, spreading the good vibes. And it's nice to see you. Dobby Snuffy is back in the chat and says, hi bro. What's up, Dobby? How are you doing? And in answer to your question, I'm doing, thank you, I'm doing pretty well. I was just showing before you got here, the chat, the new desk, guys. It took me and my dad, me and my dear father, 3 hours to set this desk up today, but it's up, it's running, and like I was telling the chat a few minutes ago, it's the next phase of the journey. I'm really looking forward to increase in value a little bit. So that's the first part of this. And how are you doing, Dobby Snuffy? How's life? Lindsay says, did anyone see the box last night? I did not see the boxing, Lindsay. I caught up with some of the UFC fights that were on last night, but I did not see the boxing. Oh, and Abby's in the chat and says, hey, Edward, hello, beautiful people. Abby, how see you again in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. You know what? It's been a good, since before you joined, Abby, it's already a great little stream. There's some, of course, regulars in the chat. We've got some new people. And Abby, I was just telling people, I don't know if you saw, I'm going to show it off again. We've got the new desk. This is a new phase of the journey. Like I say, if you've been here for a while, you know I've been doing these streams 5 days a week now, and I've been getting lots of love, lots of people turning up, supporting, engaging, subscribing, joining the journey. But right now, it's just been me on my iPhone holding it up. I'm leveling up, guys. We've got the new desk, the new laptop, new camera, new everything to come, and I'm really looking forward to doing some landscape stream with you guys. So if you're here for the first time, do hit subscribe. There's an awesome crew of people that will be very, very happy to make you feel welcome in the chat. So if you are watching and you've never said hello in the chat before, just jump in the chat. Do this one, check it out, call my bluff, jump in the chat, and I promise you, people will make you feel very welcome. And speaking of the chat, I'm going to catch up the comments because it's been popping off in the last few seconds. Mona Hald77 says hello. Well, what's up to you, Mona? Nice to see you in the chat, I believe, for the first time. The Buddies is back here as well and says, yo, what's up, the Buddies? That's the energy that I'm talking about. Thank you so much for joining, and love to whoever hit the like button. We're on 11 likes. I know we can absolutely smash our way up to 20, 30, 40. The live streams have been just getting better and better and better. So thank you to everybody that joins. That makes it a fun time. If you're joining for the first time, by the way, my name is Edward, streaming from the north of England. We have people all over the world. Right now on the stream, there's at least one person watching from Canada, one person in people all over people all over Europe. But literally, guys, we get people that tune in, watch from all over the world. I believe Neymar Jr. is tuning in with Australia right now. So what's up to you, Neymar, and everybody else that is watching this stream. I have a feeling this is going to be a really good one, everybody. As always, if I miss any of your comments, please just put them in the chat again. I do my best to read out as many as possible. But sometimes the chat just goes too hard for me to do it in real time. Oh, and Abby says, one step at a time. Congrats, Edward, we believe in you. Thank you so much, Abby. For real, for real, for real. Like, I was just telling the chat as well, I don't know if you heard, but like a few minutes ago, I was just saying to everybody, thanks so much for everybody who like took the time to check out my new video. And just leave a nice comment underneath it. It means a lot. And you guys are like, one sec. Quite honestly, I'm not just saying it, but I feel really lucky to have connected with some really nice people and had the experience of when I first started streaming. Like I said, it wasn't like it went crazy or anything like that. Like it was like one or two people. And I'm saying I'm still only like a tiny, tiny little streamer, but it is that when I started, because I was lucky enough to find one or two people, I think Hussein was one of the very early people. Like, I'm trying to remember who was on the very, very first stream I did, but my point is that the people that were there in the early days, and these are still early days, but you know, the first part of have been really good to me and really helped me, motivated me. So I'm going to do my best to keep bringing you for you guys. And Amelia is back in the chat and says, hi Ed, how you doing? What's up to you, Amelia? How lovely to see you here again. I think it's Eva the Diva, or who is it? I think it's Eva the Diva that always asks you about Amelia. She joins the stream and she's like, is Amelia on? And she's like, and we're like, no, she's not here, but it's lovely to see you. Kaylin says, Edward, you missed my comment. Well, Kaylin, I'm going to, yesterday we found a kitten dead, so I'm not doing too, but as always, I will try to find as much love and joy to the chatting as I can. Oh, well, Kaylin, I'm sorry you've had a rough couple of days. That sounds like a horrible experience. But like you say, hopefully we'll uplift you, bring you the vibes that you need at this point. And as always, we're sending big hugs and good energy your way. Neighbour said, but you don't answer my important question. I bet you like Sydney Sweeney. Well, I mean, I don't know Sydney Sweeney as a person. Is she an attractive woman? She's an attractive woman. I can't lie about it. And Jazz says, go Canada, eh? She didn't say A, but you know, Jazz, whenever anyone says they're Canadian, I have to resist like the urge to be like, oh, Candy, because I know it's annoying. It would be like be like a Canadian or an American, be like, all right, mate. But you'd be like, oh, okay. Or when people jump on the stream, I'm sure you've been here, Jazz, when people, like, multiple times, they're always like, oh, get this British guy to say bottle of water. And it's the same thing all the time. Like, I know Huntsman's seen that and stuff. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I'm doing my best to not stereotype. What else is in here? Mona Howland says, anyone from Denmark? Well, Mona, I can't speak for the chat, but I don't think we've had people from... Have we had... Chat? If I'm wrong, let me know. Have we had people from Denmark in here? If we have, I don't know. Maybe we've had one person, one Danish person, and one person from Denmark in here before, but not many. So, Mona, it's nice to have you here with us. Edward Dickinson has been a real one and says, oh, Edward, let me catch up with Edward, who's here. Says, yo, the second Edward we've got to replace. There was another one the other day, and there was 3 Edwards, and it was like, what? But myself, Dickinson, holding it down for the Edwards, and he says, yo, before that, let me quickly get to Cello Virtuoso, who very kindly subbed and says, hey, I just subbed, how are you, Cello Virtuoso? I've got to quickly answer you before your comment slides down. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm doing very well. I was just telling the chat, we've got a new desk, a new setup coming, and I'm really excited to share that with you. But Cello Virtuoso, and as I say, thank you so much for subscribing. Great to see you here. But back to Edward's comment, who said, I love the Tokyo vid. I cut my finger right, but I was just like, let me watch the new vid. Oh, Edward. And he's also been kind and saying, live's booming, loads of people. Edward, thank you so much for joining. And like, what an amazing way to join the chat by being super friendly, super nice, and supporting me. I don't know if you were here a minute ago, mate, but I was just saying how much I appreciate people that went and checked out the new video and left a comment and just supported me generally. It means a lot, and I really, really hope I can spread that love back to you and keep the streams popping, because between us, it's a really fun time at the moment, like it has been for the last 6 weeks or so. So, Edward, great to see you here again, mate. And Dr. Herb is back here as well. What's up to you, Dr. Herb? Thanks for being. I believe it's about 1:30, maybe 2 in the morning where you are. So, Dr. Herb, have you with us on the chat, on the stream, in the chat with us, and I hope the studying's been going well. And also, by the way, big love to everybody hitting the like button. We're on 14 likes already, guys, and that's awesome. And I feel like with the power of the chat, we can absolutely ramp that up tonight. Last few streams have been absolutely killer. All right, let me catch up some comments. Kaka Rainey says, Edward, guess what I'm going to ask? What are you going to ask? But I'm not going to answer because I've answered it many, many times, dear Chris. With the boy says, Mr. Fact, with the boy, I'm going to try and catch up to your fact. Boom, Withered Boy is dropping a quick space fact and says, quick space fact before I leave. If an atom was the size of Earth, a Planck length would be the size of a blood cell. Let me think about that again. If an atom was the size of Earth, a Planck length would be the size of a blood cell. I need to think about that one. I need to let the cogs turn in my mind a little bit while I catch up with the cogs. But thank you, WB, for the fact. And Dr. Herb, if you're still here, he said, hi, I'm just here to like and say good night because I have hospital duty and exam later. Oh, well, Dr. Herb, thank you for taking the time to join the stream and to drop a like. It means a lot. And I appreciate joining, man, and hope it's all going well with the hospital duty. I didn't know you were on hospital duty, but the name checks out. So good luck with that, mate, and we'll look forward to catching up with you soon. Okay. Krishna says, good night, Edward. Good night, Krish. Sleep well to you. And Cello Virtuoso is in the hospital at the moment. Well, Cello, I hope you're doing okay. Oh, Cello says, Edward, are you a doctor? I'm not a doctor. I'm definitely not a doctor. So if you're in hospital at the moment, it sounds like you're in a place in terms of getting some support there. Let me catch up. Oh, and Cello says, absolutely, I'm glad I found your channel. Thanks so much, Cello. I really appreciate that. Like I always say, it's really nice when we have the regulars in the chat. Like, they are the G's that hold it down, like literally the linchpins. Like without the OGs, the regulars, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be the same. It just wouldn't be the same. But when we get new people turning up and becoming part of the crew, that's lovely as well. Neymar says, Google Sydney. I guess you're talking about Sydney, Australia now, and not Sydney Sweeney. But I can imagine that rent in Sydney is super expensive. By the way, just going back to Edward Dickinson's comment before, Edward, if you're still listening, we had a little moment before. I think it was like 37 people in the chat at one point. So if you're still here, guys, and you were part of that, big up to you, because that's like a little record for this channel. So that was cool. That cool little moment. And speaking of cool moments, Abby is enriching the vibe by saying, "What a lovely squad here." Chef's kiss. Well, I think you'd call that chef's kiss, but yeah, what a lovely squad here. Abby, could not agree more. And thank you, like honestly, like I'm all about the regulars. Like if this chat was just like a rotating, like revolving door of people who have never been here before and maybe come in occasionally, you know, I'd still have fun vibing with people, but it just wouldn't be the same. Like I love it when we get the regulars in here who just like hang out, hold the chat down, welcome people to the room. It means a lot, and I think the vibe's way better for it personally. Mona is also being kind and saying, oh, I think you're talking to me. Do you work or go to school? I go to work. Oh, no. Maybe she's talking to Cello. I don't know. Maybe I'm in on someone's conversation. I don't know. I think I am, to be fair. But if you're joining for the first time, what's up to you? My name's Edward and we're streaming from the north of England, and we've literally got people in the chat from all over the world. People in India, people in Canada, people across Europe, and all across the UK. So if you're here for the first time, don't forget to hit subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week right now. Like Abby said in the chat, it's a really, really nice little squad going on here. Like, honestly, jump in the chat for the first time. This is what whenever I see new people join the room, I challenge them and say, look, call my bluff. Jump in the chat, say hello, and I promise you, you'll be made to feel really welcome by the members. We've got Huntsman doing a great job in the background on moderation. Got some other awesome mods in the chat as well. So big up to you all, whether you're a mod or whether you're just one of the crew, part of the broader crew. Big up to you, and thanks to everybody who's hitting the like button as well. It's super nice to see that happening. And if you are here as well, I'm going to say, I've said it once, I've said it 5 times in this chat already, but the new desk, it took me 3 hours with my dad to set this up today. You know, I'm so proud of this desk, I'm just going to get myself and the desk in the shot. It was crazy, guys. It's an IKEA desk. It literally took me and my dad, between us, 3 hours to set it up. It was just long. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, here's your desk, you just screw 4 pieces together, like there's your desk. No, it was like, assemble this drawer using these screws like multiple times and find a groove for it to go into. Like, I'm sure there's some people watching this right now who have done it in like an hour or something, but it was long. But nonetheless, no pain, no gain, right, guys? And I'm really hoping that, I say, get the desk, get the new equipment, new camera, new laptop, new light, everything. It's going to just be a better vibe. Well, not a better vibe, but just like the same vibe, but just better production value. So I'm excited to share that with you. HC Engine says, hi, what's up to you, HCN? Nice to see you in the chat. Cello has got Cello. Take care of yourself. I hope it goes well at hospital. And we'll see you on another chat. Boy says, are you in your 40s? I am not in my 40s, but thank you for knocking my confidence. And Edward Dickinson, bringing me back. Edward's giving me the boost. My namesake is giving me the boost, saying he looks 20. That's more like it. Don't get me wrong. If I do look in my 40s, you can tell me, but I'm definitely not in my 40s. And Abby saying, guys, double tap for the new desk. 100%. Thank you to everyone for real who's liked so far. It means a great deal. And I know I keep piping up about it, but I really do think that once we've got like better quality camera just in short and a new light, I feel that's just going to make it more fun. And hopefully you guys won't mind the landscape. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to put this is the edge of the desk here. Have it by my laptop. We're going to have like the whiteboard. So this is going to be like the whiteboard area. I can't really rotate my phone and show you, but tell you what, let me just see if I can get it in the background. Like, you guys can probably see, right? I'm just trying to, don't know if you can tell. But in that corner over there, that's where I'm going to have this whiteboard, I think. And I'm going to think about like, yeah, a way to get like the mods on, or like the regular crew or something. But either way, it's going to be an effort, but in the best way possible. And Neymar Jr. asking a great question, saying, bro, why don't you make a Discord server? We can play Minecraft together. Neymar Jr., we're actually going to make a Discord, and very kindly, some of the people in the chat have offered to help with that. So again, would love to be involved. Like I was telling the chat the other day, there's that's a good opportunity for different people to have different side channels. So I know we've got some people in here that are passionate in the regular crew that are about astronomy and space in general. Other people are passionate about cars and things like that. And yeah, we can definitely get some like little side channels going, and we can have some fun facts. So I think it's going to be a good time. What else have we got? Victoria said, I think it's just the hair, but your face looks younger, so I was thrown. Whew, okay. Well, thanks for clarifying, Victoria. I don't necessarily feel better, but thanks for clarifying. Jello says, Jesus loves you. You know what? We get quite a few people that post religious messages in the chat. And Jello, thank you for joining. To be honest with you, we don't really talk about politics or religion here. We kind of want it to be like a neutral space, right? Where people, whoever you are, wherever you're from, whatever your background is, you can like come and hang out in the chat, and there's nothing between us. And let me catch up with Edward Dickinson's message. He says, man, I just love watching you there. So chill and funny, man. Like, you welcome new people, even when things aren't the best. Wish the best for you. See, Edward, well, oh, mate, it's so kind of you to say, honestly. And the people like yourself who bring the energy and
are so kind, welcoming, warm, friendly towards me. Like, I can be as positive as I can towards other people on the stream and in life, but particularly on the stream and stuff. And when people show me that back, it means a lot because it makes me feel supported. And some people are super strong and like can just them against the world. Honestly, I'm someone who really appreciates and benefits from the support. So Edward, appreciate you taking the time to post to write that out. You're a real one, and your support is much appreciated. Of course, great name. So big up to you, mate. Paul Zigarside, timing. Paul, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but Paul, it's good to see you in the chat. How are you doing? Minnie Bailey is back as well. Hell yeah. See you later, Edward. Take care, man, and we'll go on another stream. Oh, and Abby's got to go as well. Take care, Abby. It's always lovely to have you with us when you're here. I know it's late where you are, so please rest and sleep well, and we will see you next time. And Abby says all your supporters are top G. The best kind of top Gs. Top Gs in the sense possible. Let me just push that back a bit. What do you reckon, guys? Can that work? I reckon that can work. Oh, guys, I am genuinely excited for the new things to come. We've been streaming for like 6 weeks now, like a good 6 weeks, maybe more. And for the last 5 of them, say, I've been doing 5 streams a week, 5 days a week, streaming Sunday to Thursday. And it's been a good time. It's been a great time. And I really, like I say, I always really appreciate the supporters. Oh, and speaking of supporters, one of the lovely, lovely, lovely chat members is back. And it's been, whose username threw me off because I was like, Robin Likes Games, hang on a minute. But then it's Robin Likes Games 2. And she says, Edward, it's Robin, it's being stupid. Robin, I'm glad you managed to rustle up a second account. It is lovely to see you. Honestly, Robin, thank you so much for the kind energy you've been bringing. Like I was just telling the chat a few minutes ago, we get some lovely, lovely regular people that make this a lot of fun for me. So people, Robin, are definitely in that category. So I'm sorry your account's been annoying, but great that you've got a backup. And Pratt is back in the chat and says, hello, mate. What's up to you, Pratt? Great to have you back. I was just telling people before that we've got a really nice crew of like regular people joining the chat and making it a fun vibe around here. And chat. Pratt, you're one of those people. So good to see you again, man. Annie is being funny sort of in the chat and says, you don't need to praise me. It's okay. All right, Annie. Nice to see you, I guess. Minnie Bailey says, was Dan on live? Dan has not made it yet. Hussein, man like Hussein's been here before, but I don't think Dan's been here yet. I think Dan's had a lot on with the school, I think, as well. But he will be back. Robin says, do you think I can have mod back? And is this your new computer? Well, Robin, this is something I need to tell you, unfortunately, about the situation. I've got to be honest with you, Robin, I can't lie to you. Just, of course, Robin, I'm sorry. When it comes to being a mod, you are now a moderator, so big up to you, Robin. Thanks for being so patient. And in answer to your question, this is not the new computer. However, like I was telling the chat just before you got here, the new desk is here. This is the 4th time I've done this angle on stream, and people are probably pretty sick of seeing it because I've literally keep banging this desk. It took me and my dad 3 hours to assemble this desk today, but it is the first of the new phase of streaming for myself because we've got the new desk, we're going to do top, the camera behind it, so it's just going to be a much better setup, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And if you're still here vibing along with me, even when the internet lags or the lighting's not the best or blah blah blah, I really, really appreciate it. So big love to you all. And speaking of love, thank you so much to whoever hit the like button. That is much appreciated. If you're watching right now, please do me a favour, hit the button. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week. And I feel like I'm just getting going, everybody. It's like, as I say, 5 or 6 weeks now. I'm doing 5 days a week after work, and I'm really enjoying it. And that's the thing. And if you don't enjoy something, you're not going to stick doing it. But I'm enjoying it. You guys, the regular crew, and the new faces that come in and chill with us, it's making it fun for me. So I appreciate you all. All right, let me catch up with comments. And Pratt was saying, I was watching the game last evening, and it was goddamn frustrating. Sure, gonna bottle again. Which game? Like I'm behind, Pratt. Which one are you watching? And Abby said, Edward always getting me in the first half, not gonna lie. Had to be done.
And he says, I have the same one from Matalan. Talking about the desk, this is from IKEA. Not Matalan. Fizz Life is saying, Fizz a month is asking for support with rent. And Fizz with Life is certain from Pakistan. I reached out to you a few days ago during a very difficult time, but I did not receive any response. Fizz with Life, I don't think you're with me. You might have reached out to somebody else, but no, I've not had any correspondence from you. And in terms of the small favour of 2 months of rent, unfortunately, I can't help you with that. I'm really sorry. I'm not able to help you with your rent. Yeah, and I don't know what to say with it, honestly. I'm just not necessarily in a position to help you, but I wish you all the best, Fizzer, with life. But I'm pretty sure you didn't message me recently. However, on a lighter note, Robin says, much better. New profile picture. Robin, you're back in the game. Danny Suggester here is here as well. What's up to you, Danny? Tristan Thompson says, can I ask you a question? Tristan Thompson, ask away. Hopefully it's not going to be a hateful comment, but Tristan, ask your question. Ball Knowledge 345 says, I genuinely do not enjoy anything regarding my work or my code for the last 5 years. It's dreadful. What do you mean by code? By my code? I'm not sure what that means, but if that is a sincere comment about you not enjoying your job, I sympathise with your Ball Knowledge. And all I can say is that the chat is a space where everyone's going to be super positive and friendly and welcoming. But at the same time, if you're going through stuff in life, feel free to share it in the chat. And honestly, people will back you up here and support you. All right, thank you to everybody who's making it so active. I absolutely love it when the chat is chatting. It makes it so fun for me because I can just scroll down and catch up with you guys. Minnie is going bowling on her birthday. That sounds like a nice way to spend. That's such a classic birthday activity. I hope you have a good time. Pratt is saying Arsenal 1-2 Bournemouth. I hate cherries now. Oh, sorry to hear that, Pratt. Dan is in the chat. What's up to Dan? One of the regular OGs. And he says, I'm sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I'm late. Dan, no worries at all, mate. It's good to see you. I was just asking, who was it before? Someone was actually asking literally a minute ago if you were in the chat. And Edward Dick says, I'm back. I just couldn't leave, man. W. Edward, great to see you here again, mate. Appreciate the vibes you bring. And you know what, Edward? Don't get me wrong. If you've got a place to be, you go do your thing. When you're here, I love the energy that you bring. So, W. Edward. And says Edward says, more people I see. You know what, Edward? What can I tell you? The vibe is strong. The chat is chatting. And it's just a good time for everyone. And speaking of a good time for everyone, Robin says, we all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. We do not care about looks, politics, race, or anything. 100%. For real, guys, like I've said before, and like Robin has kindly put in the chat there, space for no matter who you are, where you're from, whatever country, whether you're religious, whether you're not religious at all, whether you're gay, you're straight, it doesn't matter. Like whoever you are, whatever you want to be, you're welcome in the chat. As long as you're a nice person, you're being friendly, saying hey, we don't need to say hey, as long as you're being nice and being friendly, that's the main thing, guys. And like I say, this chat's a super friendly one. So if you've never said hello in the comments before, jump in the chat. You'll be made to feel very welcome. And as always, please hit the like button. It really helps. And don't forget to subscribe because we're for 5 days of the week and the chat is always popping off. Speaking of popping off, let me catch up with some comments. You guys have been doing a great job of killing it. And Edward says, I didn't notice, but I love your Simpsons shirt. You know what, Edward? I get some great comments about this all the time. And this was a gift from, it's actually from Primark. This is a simple hoodie from Primark, but I get more compliments on this than most of my other clothing, so what can I say? But yeah, thanks for the love, man. I appreciate that. And perhaps, where's my other mate, Huntsman? That is a great question. I'm going to catch up with comments, and I'm hoping that Huntsman is here. He's been, what was he watching? I think he was watching something, but hopefully there's someone throwing up emojis, so it could be Huntsman. I reckon that's the Huntsman giving us a signal in the background because he's a super real one, and he does a few things at once. But whenever the emojis go flying up the side, I reckon it's Huntsman. And by the way, guys, if you stream, if you want to show some reactions, throw those emojis up because I've already seen them come up at the side. The buddy says, are you a football fan? Yes, buddies, I like football. I support Everton, which is a painful process, but they're a good team. So, well, they are a good team. They've got a lot of character, a lot of heart. And I suppose And Robin says, have you made a Discord server, Edward? Robin, I have not yet made the Discord server. When I think realistically that might be when the new laptop comes, which, fingers crossed, touch wood, should be within the next week. Actually, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I've not chosen the one, but if you're still watching, Pratt, your suggestion about a Lenovo was one that I was bearing in mind, because I think I'm going to get a Lenovo one. So Robin, the answer to your question is I've not made the server, but it's coming. And just not long ago, I think it was, who is it? It might have been Neymar, in fact, who's in the chat and said, Abby says, I'll be back, Edward. Abby, see you if you don't come back for tonight. Obviously, that's cool. Have a great night's sleep, because I know it's late where you are. So see you on another stream, and I'm sending big hugs your way as always. But yeah, Robin, like I was saying, new Discord server when the new laptop comes, and I think it was Neymar or someone else in the chat was saying like, "Yo, we should hang out in Discord." So I feel like it needs to happen ASAP. Leon the cool kid says, "There's someone behind you." Leon, you nearly got me there. I nearly turned around. And Pratt is saying, "Cool, let's drop some facts." 100% drop some facts in the chat in El Chato. You know what's really weird? I'm only seeing one person on the chat right now, and it's either everybody's gone, everybody's super bored, or it's my internet. People are back in the room, and I don't know. Was it my internet? Am I boring? It could be one of those things. It could be both of those things at the same time. Who knows? All right, let me catch up with the chat. Fizzle with Life, going back to an early comment from Fizzle with Life. Now, Fizzle with Life was saying that he or she is from Pakistan, and that they'd messaged, which I didn't receive the message, and they were only asking for 2 months of rent. And when I said to Fizz, I'm not able to help at the moment, Fizz said, God has blessed you with wealth. I'm only asking for a small help from what he's given me. Well, Fizz, I don't know if you know my my situation wealth-wise. Either way, but I wish you well, genuinely, in finding your rent money, obviously. Mr. No Name, aka Ehsan, is back and says, "Yo, what's up, Ehsan? How are you doing?" What else have we got? What else is he? Let me catch up. Minnie Bailey is using that script where it makes it difficult for me to read, but we're going to persevere. Oh, and Pratt is making me relax and says, "You're just like relaxed about the other part." Thank you, Pratt. That is that's what I needed to hear, honestly. Because, like I say, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm like, why aren't the whole of the internet? Why isn't the whole of YouTube here right now? But it's sometimes when we've got like, say, like 10, maybe 12 in the room, and then it goes to like from like 20 to 3. I'm like, damn, did I get really boring? But I think it's the internet that's just lagging. And you know what, guys? That is a part of the new phase of this channel as well. The internet. It's not going to defeat me anymore. But you know why? Because even if the Wi-Fi's been terrible, I can plug directly into the internet, into the router gang. I can plug into the router with an Ethernet cable. I will not be defeated by my lag anymore. And let me catch up with the chat. And Robin says, "We're so close to 20 likes. Again, Edward, I'm so sorry for my account. I was so sad that I'd missed stream, but I pulled strings." Oh, Robin, I'm glad you managed to make it for real. And good snag of the Robin Likes Games too. Good that you should get that. But yeah, don't apologise whatsoever. It's lovely to have you here with us, bringing the kind, warm, positive energy which we love. And you are right, we are close to 20 likes. We're on 18 likes. I feel like I'm going to have to bring some more energy to everybody, because we can bust through that 20, no problem. I'm confident that we can get to 30 tonight. And I'm hopeful, with your guys' help, all the regulars locked in right now, when we get another little surge of people, like YouTube will bring a surge of people into the room. If you guys are here, please encourage people to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And speaking of which, Robin says, "1 more like." Hell yeah. And Robin clearing her throat in advance of the housekeeping says, "We hope you all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. We do not care about looks, politics, race, or anything." 100%. 100%, Robin. You are a real one. Robin, the real one. And Pratt says, "How long is the cable?" I've got one around 20 meters. Damn, that cable. Well, another shock for you. I don't have the cable yet. I'll be buying the cable. But I would show you, but it looks really messy, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm like... I mean, it's not crazy. It's more just like furniture right in the corner of the room. Super disgusting or dirty or anything. But in answer to the question, the cable is going to need to be around only about 3 or 4 meters, to be fair. So maybe 4 meters of cable. And yeah, we're going to be plugged into the laptop on the desk here. And yeah, I'm excited. And speaking of excited, Robin says, I'm so excited for this new setup. I am too, Robin, honestly, because I'm going to keep it real with you guys. While there's only a few of us, in fact, well, let me just come back to that one. Because the Buddies has been, I'm a St. Mirren fan. The Buddies, I have not heard of St. Mirren. Is that a Scottish team or is that an Irish team? Robin, I'll come back to your comment in just one sec because I want to share something with you. But Harish K. Sony, nice. Where are you from? Well, Harish, I'm from England, the north of England to be precise. And we've got people watching and tuning in from all over the world. So, Harish, I would love to know where you're from. Feel free to share it in the chat. And like I've said before, if you're new around here, which I think you are, I don't think I've seen him, please say hello in the chat, and the chat will make you feel very welcome indeed. And if I could trouble you to hit the like button, that'd be much appreciated. But going back to your comment, Robin, about I'm so excited for this new setup. Honestly, I am too, because we've been doing some great streams recently. There've been some awesome people like yourself bringing the energy, making it super fun, engaging. The chat pops off, and you know what it is, right, guys? I've been getting not that many views, but some really great engagement. Like in terms of we're having a good time. I'm chatting with you, chatting with me. People hitting like, all this sort of stuff, and hanging out and vibing, and it's all great. It's all really good stuff. But I'm kind of thinking well, I get these. Why is it not kind of why aren't the views going up? And I legitimately think it's because the internet lags. And I myself, right, if I click on a stream and it's kind of the quality that I'm looking at now, I'd be like, it's dim lighting, it's not very clear, whatever. Listen for a bit of bounce. So I'm really hoping that when we get just even just a bit of a better setup, we're gonna have that same energy, same vibes, and also the regulars that are just gonna make things pop. But things will just be cleaner, crisper, and hopefully it will just be fun for everyone. And Harish says, I'm in India. Well, thank you very much for sharing, Harish. We have people literally watch from all over the world. And I think Abby's gone, but she watches from India. We have Sunny, another one of the OGs in the chat, who watches from India. So yeah, we get people watching from all over the world. And lots of Indian viewers, which is cool to know. I would be really interested to do an IRL stream in India one day. So let's see what we can do. And Minnie says, are you okay, Edward? Yes, thank you, Minnie. If I've missed your comment, I apologise. Hopefully I've not missed anything that you've said. But yes, I'm doing okay. Thank you. How are you doing? And Minnie actually asks, what is the meaning of the word Dward? I think that was meant to be Edward. And I think if that was the question, I believe Edward as a name means brave protector. Something along those lines. And the says it is a Scottish team. It is not that big. St. Mirren, yeah, I think I've heard of it, right? St. Mirren, but I'm just not very familiar with it. And as always, big love to all of you who are watching right now, tuning in. I know you're watching from different places in the world. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you've not already. Like I keep saying, we're streaming 5 days of the week right now. If you're new here, hop in the chat and say hello. We've got a lovely crew of regulars that may be very welcome. Have a quick drink. Un minuto. Minnie says, oh, sorry, confused. Misspelled. Oh, misspelled. You put misspelled, or it came up as 2 words. I was really confused. I thought you were calling yourself my name's Miss Pell. I was like, who's Miss Pell? Aaron6645, his comment. I'd say what I'll do a version of Aaron's comment. A version of Aaron's comment would be, if a tree falls in the forest but nobody is there to hear it, did the tree actually fall? Aaron asked a little bit of a different question, but nonetheless, I think you know what he was saying. DandXD or DandXD just says, yup, Paul. I'm so confused. Who's that? Who are you responding to, DandXD? DandXD? But in any case, what's up to you? Yeah, and Minnie is rightly leaving a disgusted face in the comments. Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen D and XD, but hello to you. Pratt says, aren't you going to change your router, or do you think the cable will do it? I'm hopeful that the cable will do it, Pratt. I really hope cable. Because I feel if I can plug directly into the router, it's only going to increase the chances of it going well for me. And the buddy says, do you know St. James's Park in Scotland, St. Mirren? That is the street, St. James's Park. That's a stadium, isn't it? I'm being really daft. St Mirren, that is the street. St James's Park. I don't know if I do. I actually don't know if I do. I feel like I'm just hearing that phrase and being like, Aaron says you didn't even try and answer. Well, tell you what, Aaron, rephrase your question in a polite way, and then let's see if we can give you an answer. And Pratt once again is saying, relax. Relax, rude boy. The cable should do it. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Fingers crossed. And like you say, a good one will be worthwhile. Oh, I'm excited to share that with you guys, though. Definitely going to start doing some more polls on the channel. I thought I had to have 500 subs, but I don't think I do. So fingers crossed, we can start doing some polls on the channel, and you guys can have a bit of an input. Minnie is going to keep her spelling in check and says, I won't misspell. Okay, and Robin is here again. Robin says, it's Robin again. Please prepare to take a screenshot. I'm about to send my Discord user so I can't comment. Robin, when you drop your Discord in the chat, I will screenshot it. And we will make the Discord server ASAP so you can keep in touch with us there. Sounds like you're having some difficulties with you. Fingers crossed they resolve themselves. But yeah, really well. Okay, and screenshots. Thank you for sharing that, Robin. And Pratt says, show the table again, mate. Let me have a good look at it. Well, Pratt, this is the beauty in question. Oh, hang on, that's making the thing. Now, ignore these little bits of... These are some of the stuff, right? I'm going to try and display in the background, guys. So this was actually given to me by one of my former work colleagues, like his project, Crypto Kaiju. And so I'm going to try and figure out a way to have, like, as well as the whiteboard, some sort of, like, I don't know, some little stand or shelf or something. We're going to do something, right? Well, answered your question about the desk. This is the desk. I will do a proper view of it when we start doing the landscape streams. And definitely when we hit the... Hopefully, we'll start doing the landscape streams, the better quality streams before 500 subs. Let's see which comes best. But when we do the 500 subs house tour, if we get to 500 subs, I will be sure to show you the desk as well. Oh, and the buddy says St James's Park is the Newcastle Park. Yeah, of course. That's their stadium, right? St James's Park. That's the name of their stadium, isn't it? Eva the Diva is back. Look who it is. And Eva the Diva says, hi, what's up to you, Eva? Good to see you here again. And she says, my name's back. Yes, it is. You know what, Eva? I've forgotten the name of your old channel. It was like with an A, wasn't it? Like a something. And then it had, yeah. But your old channel, Eva the Diva 3. I like that one a lot. So good to see you again. And Robin says, Edward, I'm genuinely so freaking sorry for all this. YouTube hate me. Hey, Robin, no need to apologise. Not your fault that you're having difficulties with the old YouTube. But of course, when you make it back to the chat, we will welcome you here. And for the time that you were here, thanks so much for being so welcoming. It's much appreciated. And speaking of much appreciated, it's gone down now to 19 for me. But a minute ago, I saw 20 likes. So if you're in, you hit the like button. Big up to yourselves. And Pratt says, amazing, mate. You've got a bad boy. That's solid. Yeah, hell yeah, Pratt. Thank you so much. You know what? It's actually, it's not too, I'll say when I do the proper like walkthrough tour, whatever you want to call it, I'll give you like a good look at the setup. We can do like a good little tour of that. But it is a solid desk, to be fair. It took ages, like I keep banging on about it. 3 hours to set this bad boy up. But I've got a good feeling. I'm feeling this is going to be the like the base operations. You know what I'm saying? Eva says song request. Eva, right now we can't do song requests, and the reason for that is because I'm at the new desk. I'm at the new desk in the other room, and the TV is through that one, and that's why I've got the tunes coming out. But guys, when the new setup comes, like I keep promising, but it's coming, and this desk is part of that. So when the setup is all fully installed, there'll be no worries about tunes taking forever to come on. There's going to be no worries about poor quality internet. Well, no, about no worries. But there's going to be less worries about internet. It's going to be a good time. Eva, right now I've just got a mix on in the background, so I hope you can bear with me just for this stream. But soon there will be song requests. And big love, as always, to everybody who's hitting the like button. And if you are new here, make sure you subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week. We've got a lovely crew of regular people. And yeah, it's just a good time. So honestly, guys, you know what? Speaking of a good time, this is a good opportunity for me to give you some shout-outs because, you know, I like a good shout-out on this channel. So let me just run through people we've got here really quickly. And if I don't read your name out, make sure you tell me off in the comments. Let me know who's here. So shout-out to Robin. Shout-out to Eva the Diva, Minnie Bailey, to Pratt, and the buddies as well. I think those are the regular G's in the chat right now, and I feel maybe I've missed one or two people, but if I have, let me know. And Connor Gray's in the chat and says, hello, what's up to you, Connor? Good to see you here. How are you doing? And Robin says, I feel so guilty about this, but this other account is less likely to get taken down. Oh, Robin, do not worry. We are backing you up when it comes to the YouTube difficulties. You know what, on my side, I have struggles with the internet all the time, so I can relate to things being super frustrating. But you will get it sorted. I know it. I'm confident of it. And when you do, we will look forward to having you back in full force in the chat. And honestly, for real, when with this Discord, I'm excited. There's so many things I'm excited about, everybody. Like I said, not going to keep about. We've got the new desktop setup coming, and we're going to set up the Discord as well. And I know there's a few people. Robin is one of those people who's very kindly helped get involved with that. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to having some more spaces we can all hang out and just share a bit of us. And Alex's plant room says, hello from Georgia. Oh, Alex, thank you so much for saying hello. Like, I think you're new here, so what's up to you, Alex? Like I always tell the chat, it's so nice to have people watching from all over the world. And I love it as a small little streamer when people tell me where they're from. It makes it really interesting for me. So Alex's plant room, big up to you. Thanks for joining. And how are you doing? VRest says, are you trans? I am not transgender. But thank you for the question. Connor Gray says, how are you today? Connor, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I've had a nice weekend. I've had a few days off work. I was just telling the chat, I'm going to show you once more because I'm too excited. I've got a new desk, which me and my dad set up today. It took us 3 hours to set up this desk. And the reason I bought this desk is because we've got a new desktop setup coming for the stream. So I know I've got some regulars in the chat who've been here for a while now, like 4, 5, 6 weeks. And it's awesome. The vibe is really cool. We have a great crew of regulars, but I have experienced problems with lagging in that, with glitching and stuff like this. And obviously, I'm just doing the vertical streams on my iPhone. So soon, we're going to have a new laptop, new camera, new light, new everything. And it's going to make for time. So if you're here for the first time, hit subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week and hop in the chat because it's a very friendly place around here. And the chat will make you feel very welcome. So with that being said, let me get back to the chat. Captain Croissant VR says, I will sub if you dance. I will sub if you dance. Unfortunately, Captain Croissant VR, as much as I would love your subscription, I do not dance on demand. When the moment takes me, I love to dance, but I can't do it. Can't do it on demand, I'm afraid. So it's got to be a spontaneous thing. But if I ever get to the point of hitting 1,000 subscribers, you may see a victory dance, a dance of pure joy. Will it be skilled? No. Will it be coordinated? Probably not. Will it be a slightly embarrassing sight? Potentially. So if you want to see that, then hit subscribe and join me for the journey. There's a great crew of regulars in here that are making it a lot of fun. Alex says, yes, I'm new around here. Well, Alex, like I always tell people, I love seeing the regulars in the chat. It's super nice. But I also love it when new people join the chat. They come hang out, they say hello, the chat makes them feel welcome. And before you know it, they're a regular too, and they join the chat and they're like, yo, what's up? I've seen it with my own eyes. It's really nice when that happens because someone will join the room, one of the regulars will welcome them, and they'll just get chatting, and next time they come, they'll join the stream again, and they'll start chatting with that same person and new people, and it's just a good time. Minnie says, do you know the game of Toka Uka? I've never heard of that in my life. I have no idea what that means. Robin says, if I randomly disappear, you'll know why. Yes, worry not, Robin. We will see you when you come back, and we will look forward to it. Thank you for complimenting the desk. That is much appreciated. I'm going to skip to the top of the chat. I just don't miss any. Oh, and talking about super awesome regulars, Ronan says, hey, Edward, just letting you know I'm here. Ronan, as always, thank you so much for saying hello. I really do, because I know you like to just quietly chill in the background. But whenever you like pop up once a stream, it's much appreciated because, like I say, it's just really nice to know that people are out there chilling along with me, doing their thing in the background. And yeah, nice to see you, Ronan. And I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're doing good. Oh, look at that as well. Alex joined the chat for the first time and already getting involved and being like, yo, hey, Ronan. Love that, Alex. You're a real one. Thank you so much. You found this stream and I feel like you're going to be a regular part of the crew. So big up to you. And Ronan's got good news and says, I do have some good news. Hit us, Ronan. What's the news? And Bexy says, Yari, like. So, Bexy, good to see you in the chat. I'm glad you're actually from East, Bexy, because like when anyone says like Yari, I'm like, I immediately just hear like a Northeast accent and that. And Bexy says audio is a little choppy. Unfortunately, yes, that is the story of my life. But like I was telling the chat before, Bexy, we've got big things coming. We've got some equipment coming. I'm going to be plugging this laptop that I'm getting directly into the router, which I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, knocking on wood, is going to solve that problem. So, Bexy, I appreciate you bearing with me despite the audio difficulties. It's frustrating. I appreciate it. I really do. And I'm hoping, like I've said to the chat a million times before, really hope when we get this new desktop sorted, it's just going to make it so much better for everyone. Because you guys bring the energy, you make it a lot of fun for me, and hopefully the better production value will make it even more fun for you. Robin says, you missed my comment. Let me catch up. Robin says, I feel so bad. I sound so demanding and mean. I hate that, Robin. Don't worry about it. You do not sound demanding and mean. Not at all. Not at all. But let me go in back with another comment. Alex, I love your vibe. You seem like a nice guy. Oh, Alex, that's really nice of you to say. Appreciate that, genuinely. I'm going to catch up with comments, I think. And VRes said, see, now I like you because you're not sensitive and stuff. Well played. Well, thank you, VRes. I hope you're still here and hope you heard me respond. But I'm glad I passed the initiation. All right, cool. Let me skip to the top of the chat. We're nearly there. Oh, and the Wee Garden Witch says, hey, love, from Derry. Oh, Wee Garden Witch, thank you so much for saying hello. It's definitely the first time I've seen your username around here, I think. So I'm sending big love back to you from the north of England. And thanks for saying hello, honestly. If you're your first time here, the Wee Garden Witch. Oh, who's saying, what's up with your internet? No. Guys, this is not fair. This is not fair. This is not fair. Do you know why it's not fair? Because I paid for fibrous broadband not long ago. I paid for it. It's meant to be fibre optic. It's meant to be better. But you guys tell me all the time, the chat is terrible. Not the chat, but the internet is terrible. So I appreciate you bearing with me. And Witch, thank you so much for subscribing. Like I was just telling the chat before. I've told them 7 times, so if you've been here for more than 10 minutes, I apologise for showing this, but I've got to show the desk once more. So like I was saying, Wee Garden Witch, I've just bought a new desk. It's taken me 3 hours to set up with my dad, and it's part of a new desktop setup that's coming. And as a part of that setup, Wee Garden Witch, there's going to be better internet. So I appreciate subscribing, for joining the vibe, and I really think it's going to be really better. I can't even speak tonight. There's going to be some much better streams coming because we're just not going to have the same problems. So Wee Garden Witch, it is lovely to see you. And 3 knocks at 9? 3 knocks at 9, yeah. Spooky. And Alex's plan says, I just subscribed. Thank you so much. You guys are legends. I really appreciate it, honestly. For a tiny little streamer like myself, the comments, the engagement, the positive vibes, people who take the time to like and subscribe, it really a massive amount, and it really motivates me. Like I was telling the chat, we've been streaming now for like 5 days of the week for at least 5 weeks in a row now. It's been a lot of fun. I've been really pleased to have found a great crew of people that keep bringing the energy, showing up, showing me the same type of positive energy that we try to bring on the streams. And yeah, it means a lot is what I'm trying to say. And as I say, when we get to the new phase, the new setup, I feel like it's going to be the same but better at the same time, because you guys already bring the energy and just a little bit of better production value. I think we're just going to take it to a new level. So for everybody joining the journey, thank you so much. And we guys, yes, love, can't wait for your lives. Oh, thank you so much, Garden Witch. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the comments. Like, for real, I'm not just saying it. It is a really friendly chat around here. Like, we're really lucky to have such a nice nice variety of people that join the chat and just bring a really cool, welcoming, positive, fun energy. And speaking of that, Robin has left a comment and says, we hope you'll enjoy it. Please make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. We do not care about looks, politics, race, or anything. 100%. Like, the whole point of these streams, like, sometimes people have asked me before, like, what do you stream about, or what's the point of your stream? And like I've said it before, it's just about good vibes. The world's got a lot of negative stuff going on in it. Even online, there's hate watching, rage baiting, trolling, click farming, all of these types of things which are not positive. And so when we join the stream together, it's just an opportunity for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours we have together to just vibe, hang out, get to know one another. And like Rob said, I want this space to be a neutral space. So whether you're right wing, left wing, gay, like not that gay and straight are like opposite, but do you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, guys. Like it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're religious, whether you're not religious, whether you're a certain ethnicity, whether you're not. It doesn't matter. Like the whole point of these streams is that everybody can come together, and all the differences that we have during the time that we've got together on stream, it's just about common ground and vibing together. So thank you, Robin, for the reminder, and it's well placed in the chat. Oh, and Abby in the chat says, did someone say good vibes? Because I came running. Abby, you are one of the good vibe linchpins around here. Thank you so much for hopping back in the chat. I'm not going to lie, when you said you had to go, I was sad because, like, listen, I know you need to sleep. It's late at night. But when you were like, oh, she's going already. We've lost our Abby, but you're back. And it's good to see you again, Abby. And We Garden Witches, if I cared politically, I would. I believe in neutral lives. Got you. When you said neutral lives for a second, I thought you were saying like life in general should be neutral. I was thinking, oh, a world without politics, does that work? But I know what you're saying now. Yeah, honestly, We Garden Witch, it's not that people, if they've got very different views, like they have different views or be passionate or have certain causes or be motivated by anything like that. It's more just, I feel like that energy can be so full on. Sometimes we all need like a kind of a reminder of where we stand together, if that makes sense. Oh, and Alex's plant room says, I have to go now, but I will definitely be back. My new friend, Alex is, I don't know why I called you Alex. Alex, lovely to see you tonight. Honestly, it's great when people jump in the chat. They say hello, they have a good time, and they're like, yeah, I'll be back. So, Alex, thank you very much. You brought a lovely, kind energy already to the space. So, big up to you. Have a good rest of your night, and we will see you next time. And Minnie Bailey says, I'm back in live. What's up to you, Minnie Bailey? Another high energy chat member, which we love. So, as always, big up to yourself. Bexy in the comments says, I'm one of those Brits that tend to find patriotism a bit cringe and performative at times, but I'm so proud that you have healthcare that's accessible to all. Good. Love that. Love that. And to be fair, for all its problems, shout out the NHS because I'd much rather have the NHS than like an American healthcare system. And listen, if you're watching from America right now, this is not an attack on Americans or the US of A or anything like that. It's just sometimes, you know, we take for granted what we've got, and definitely having the free healthcare that we have in UK is a great thing. Harper Rose the Diva says, hi, what's up, Harper Rose the Diva? Nice to see you. House of Sticks and Dung is sending some love hearts and faces. Well, House of Sticks and Dung, nice to see you here. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat. So what's up to you? The Wee Garden Witches, I'm on my way to the Chippy right now. Good heavens. Sunday night Chippy. Enjoy your visit to the chip shop. I went to the Chippy not too long ago. And I say not too long ago, it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And I don't go to the Chippy often because it's one of those things where it's like a little bit of a naughty treat. I try and eat really healthy in general. But sometimes the chips and the mushy peas from the Chippy, they call my name. And actually, I tell a lie, chat. I tell a lie. I had something about last weekend. I normally only eat Chippy about like maybe 4 times a year, something like that. But I've had 2 Chippies in the last 6 weeks. So let's hope this isn't a descent into gluttony. Abby says, Edward, I'm always here supporting you, even when it's 3 a.m. My existential despair takes over. Oh, Abby. Oh, thank you so much. Well, listen, even if you're not here right in person, this is going to sound, but I mean it. Even when you're not here in person, like when you leave comments or when I think back to like that and stuff like that and how people have been, like yourself and Robin and Huntsman and just other people being supportive, that is like, you know, when they say someone's with you in spirit, that's like you're with me in spirit. So for me, like I will always be grateful for your kindness. I really, really will. Whereas the Diva says, I'm British. I don't know about y'all. Harper Rose, I am also a Brit. I'm from England, to be precise. And thanks for sharing. If you're new around here, we love sharing where we're from in the chat. Like, not our addresses, don't get me wrong. But, for example, Edward, I'm streaming from England. And we've got people tuning in from all over the world. So if you're new here, You don't need to say where you're from, but just hop in the chat and say hello, and I promise you'll be made welcome. And if you haven't hit subscribe already, please hit the subscribe button. We're streaming 5 days of the week. We've got the new desk. We've got the new laptop coming. We've got new things in the pipeline, so I'm excited to share those with you. Robin says, missed my comment. Well, Robin, let me scroll up. Robin says, I just hope the YouTube thing of mine stopped. So sad when I found out. I was looking forward to streaming too, but I'm glad. I'm glad I have these options. Oh, yeah. Well, do you know what, Robin? I'm crossing my fingers for you that it gets resolved. YouTube can be funny sometimes, but fingers crossed it will get sorted out for you. And until then, just keep relying on that burner. House of Sticks and Duns says, OMG, I freaking love the hoodie, Homer and Marge. Got the full, well, not the full cast, but the whole, the main family's on there. And you know what, guys? I've said it before, I get loads of compliments on this, and it was a gift from her, and she's done me proud because even though from Primark, I get a lot of nice comments about the hoodie, so W to my friend, being generous. Stephen Gallagher says, mate, haircut. Stephen Gallagher says, you look like a vegetarian. Well, Stephen, close, I'm a vegan, but I think that was meant to be an insult. So hopefully, Stephen, you're going to turn it around with the comments and become a positive chat member. Because the whole point of these streams are being chill, being nice out, making new friends, and not jumping on the stream for the first time and making rude comments about people's appearances. So, Stephen, hopefully you'll think about that one. Mason says, come on, you need a haircut. Well, I actually had a haircut recently, but Mason, thank you for the personal remark. And Alex's plant room says, is a Monstera behind you? Yes, it is. Good spot. Very good spot. It is a Monstera, as they're often called, a cheese plant. But Alex's plant room, mess with your username. You might know a little bit more about plants than myself. And the Wee Garden Witch, going back to your earlier comment, says, bruv, I enter the chippy at least once a week. Garden Witch, do not think I don't love the chippy. Like, me and the chippy, we could be a steady thing, but I have to reason with myself. No, I can't do it. As for the hair, by the way, guys, I just had a shower before, so if it looks a little bit like it needs a brush and a wash, that's probably why, but it is clean. Drag Dumpster, being very kind and supportive, says, you're fine. Stephen Gallagher says, I guess you're a vegan just from your face. Well, thank you, Stephen. I'm glad to hear that, because often vegans are very health conscious. They look after appearance. They try and live a healthy lifestyle. So, Stephen, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for the comment. Alex says, I now have at least 25 plants, probably. Damn. I've got about 3 plants. I've got this big fella here. I've got another one, which is kind of like a bit of tropical palm type of thing. But I want to get some more. So if you've got any recommendations, Alex, for new plants, hit me. And by the way, Dragster, thank you very much for the kind, supportive comment. That's the energy I'm talking about. Dumpster says, you look fine. Thank you, Drag Dumpster. Like, don't get me wrong, I hopped out the shower. I've not brushed my hair yet. I wanted to make live in time for you guys, so that's why I've not really freshened up or brushed my hair and stuff. But I appreciate you being supportive. Stephen Gall says, yeah, health consciousness, that's what gave you away. Well, you know what, Stephen? I think it's time you take a little time out, because we welcome opinions of all different types in the chat. Literally, whoever you are, wherever you're from, whatever you believe in, you are welcome in the chat. The only thing I ask, and the other people do a great job in the chat, is just be nice, keep it chill, and don't be unfriendly. And listen, right, if you think I look like a loser, that's terrible, you're allowed to have that opinion. But honestly, it's just rude. It's just rude to jump on it in a conversation and just insult someone. I wasn't insulting Stephen, so he didn't need to insult me. Okay, and as for your remark, Drag Dumpster, the live is a bit choppy though. Yes, unfortunately, my internet is trash. I've been home for weeks, but we're going to sort it. We're going to resolve it. Alex's plant room says, Marble Queen Pothos, Tide Constellation Monstera, and Molly Alocasia are all great plants to get. Well, thank you very much for this suggestion. I'm actually going to take a screenshot. I hope you can still see that. All right, cool. So I'm going to take a screenshot of your comment. Thank you very much, Alex. That's helpful. And Robin says, thanks for understanding again. I was scared you'd be skeptical and think it wasn't me. No, all right. And Robin says, oh, I know Edward didn't just get bullied. Don't listen to them. They don't matter. Yeah, honestly, Robin, like, it just, whenever someone jumps on the stream and is rude or mean, it always takes me aback. Not because I can't handle it, but it's just everyone is so chill. We try, as you know, Robin, we try to be a really friendly, chill, welcoming space where, like, whatever problems you've got in the world, this is a space to get away from that and just be nice and friendly and make new friends. And we get 90% of the comments are really nice. So when we get the occasional person that's not just a little bit jokey, it's just rude, just straight up rude and trying to be a bully, it just takes me back. It takes me back a little bit. Maju Bar, he says, "Hey, ask you something. Why you not talk about Epstein?" I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not like a current affairs sort of channel. Andy March says, "Are you a Green voter?" Well, Andy, we actually don't really talk about politics on this on the channel. I will tell you though that I've never voted pipe before. I'm not saying. Yeah, listen, we don't talk about politics to be fair, but that's just because we want to keep and as open to as many people as possible. And like I was saying before, we just want to have a fun space where we can kind of get away from our problems, vibe together, be supportive. If you're having a tough time in your life, put it in the chat, and the chat will back you up. Like that's kind of what this stream is about. But for the question, I do appreciate it. Let me catch up with the comments real quick because I've missed one or two. And we garden witches. I live on a 500-acre land. I have livestock producing crops. I plant barley every year and certain vegetables. I plant flowers. 500-acre land. Wow. And we got a witch studies criminology, demonology, and law. I've never heard of demonology, so thank you for introducing me to that. And Rishab Singh asks, would you gain muscles or gain eagers? What's an eager, chat? Am I being slow? What's an eager? By the way, big love to everybody that's taking the time to hit the like button. I reckon we've got about 10 minutes of stream, and I would love if we can get to 30 likes. So if you're watching right now and you haven't hit like, please hit like button. Let's see if we can get to 30. Becky says, I'm vegetarian but mostly vegan anyway because I'm lactose intolerant. I grow my own berries and veggies. I forage for a while too here. Oh, homegrown berries and veggies sounds fantastic. Fantastic. And yeah, foraging for wild food as well. Love that, Bexy. As you know, I'm vegan, so it's great to hear that I've got a fellow vegetable appreciator up in the chat. Drag Dumpster says, it's best to not waste time on it, just mute it and move on. Where are you at? Yeah, Drag Dumpster, you know what? You're absolutely right. And in the end, I actually did give that guy a timeout. Not because I like timing people out. In fact, I don't like doing it because I feel like I'm censoring people. And I want my stream to be like a space where people have their opinion, but have it in a way that's like friendly and respectful and positive. Maybe doesn't go into religion, politics, if that makes sense. But you're right. And you know what it is, Drag Dumpster, as well? I wanted to give sometimes people jump in the chat and as I say, it's 90% school friendly, positive comments. And then when we get the 5 or 10% of people that try to be like mean or a bully or a troll, sometimes I'll give them opportunity and I'll like say like, oh, maybe you could ask it in a nice way or something. But with that Stephen guy, he was literally clearly intent on being a bully. And that's what we don't want around here. We want good vibes. So big up to you if you're watching right now and you're part of the good vibes crew, being nice, spreading support, positive energy, and just hanging out having a good time. That's what it's about. So big up to you. Rishab Singh, bottle of water. My parents have forced me to be vegan. I got no choice. Used to love eating meat, but now I puke eating it. Something happened. Your parents forced you to be. But now I puke eating it. Something happened. Abhishek Jayakumar, who I will call Abhishek, is in the chat and says, are you a vegan, Edward? Yes, I am, Abhishek. This stream is not specifically about vegan issues or veganism. I want it to be open to as many people as possible, but I am indeed a vegan, so thank you for asking. And Robin is leaving a timely reminder in the chat and says, just a small reminder, please talk about political things. We do not want to speak upon that topic and it should be respected as a boundary. Good reminder, Robin. And for real, guys, if you're new here for the first time, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining the chat. Hello to you. But like Robin said, we've tried to keep this space a neutral one. We don't really talk about religion or politics, not because that's not important to people or it's not important for the world lives, but it's more just during the time we've got together on stream for an hour and a half, 2 hours, I want it to be as open to as many people as possible and we can just come together, hang out, and just kind of forget, in a way, some of the problems that are going on in the world and just find things in common, which, you know, hopefully you'll agree could be being cool, hanging out, and having a good time. So that's what it's about around here. We Garden Witch is being supportive and says, I'm vegans, I'm not one, but I support them. We all need to live in harmony, y'all. We Garden Witch, that is an energy I can get behind. Big up to you. And this is what I love, right? We had Stephen before, who I won't mention again because we're not going to let the haters drag us down. But we have the occasional person that will jump in the chat, and it always stands out to me more because so often we get people like Garden Witch who will join for the first time, and within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they're like, boom, they've joined the chat. They've never been here before. And then they're vibing. They're dropping nice, like they're saying hello to people. They're making friends. They're dropping facts. They're being supportive. That's what this stream is about. So if you're new here, please hit subscribe. We stream 5 days of the week. And we've got some coming. And of course, we've got an awesome crew of regulars holding it down. Oh, and Bexy is talking about foraging. And she says, best recent loads of wild garlics. I made loads of pesto out just without cheese. Also some huge scarlet elf cups. A beautiful fungus like a small fairy bath. Wow, thanks for sharing, Bexy. I've never heard of the scarlet elf cups. And I'm actually so inexperienced with like forage mushrooms, I just wouldn't risk it. Actually, there's only one type of mushroom that I know how to forage for, but it's not a scarlet elf cup. But as for the wild garlic, I'm kicking myself. And tomorrow I'm going to go to the woods because I need to get some of the wild garlic. I've seen loads of it for weeks and I keep being like, oh yeah, I've got time. But I just need to harvest some because the season will pass and I'll miss out for another year. So thank you for the reminder, Bexy. Abhishek about veganism says, do you guys eat food made from milk and other dairy products, Edward? No, vegans do not eat any products that come from an animal. So no, we drink milk like soy milk, like almond milk, cashew milk, whatever it might be, but no, nothing from an animal. Abhishek says, and you pronounced my name perfectly the first time, and most people get it wrong. I'm impressed, Edward. Well, Abhishek, I'm glad to hear I got your name correct because sometimes it's difficult because it comes up on the scene and it's all one word. And sometimes I find it easy and sometimes it's more difficult, especially when there's a longer one. So I'm glad I got your name correct. Yeah, big up to you. Drag Dumpster says, do you usually pick a topic for each live stream or is it more reading comments and such? It is usually vibing in real time and the chat goes off so much that it gives me lots to go off and people drop questions for me. There's the chat, people will drop space facts or daily facts. So it's kind of like a hangout is what I would say, Drag Dumpster. But I was thinking that, as I say, once we get this new setup, I think you were here for me telling you about that. But yeah, new setup coming, desktop streaming, it's going to be a lot of fun. But when that comes, I was thinking about maybe doing a more structured, like, what's the word? Program. Because right now we're doing 5 days of the week, as I've mentioned. But every time it's just hanging out vibes, etc. And I was thinking maybe one day of the week we could do a little structured one, but a fun structure, nothing that's going to be boring. When I say structure, I mean kind of like we do pick a topic. Maybe on the Sunday we like vote or something on the channel. I'll put a poll up. The chat can have a direct say in what we talk about. We vote, and then whatever the topic that is, that can be the conversation that we kind of cover one day. Rishab says, being vegan, I've realised I get more emotional and have more empathy. Interesting. That's an interesting realization, observation. Thank you for sharing, Rishab. I definitely think the empathy thing is something that I can relate to because, you know, it's just you kind of have to think more about life and the world and kind of where your place, kind of where your place is in that system, if that makes sense. So it definitely makes you think. Bexy says, "Ooh, do you mean libs?" I don't know what you mean, Bexy. I've no idea what you mean. And you Abe if you find it difficult, but it doesn't matter. Or is that Abe or Abe? Let me know, because if it was Abhishek, I guess it would be Abe, or is it Abe? Let me know how to say your name. Jitesh says, we love you, gay bro. It doesn't change anything if you're gay. Well, Jitesh, thank you so much for the support. I am not gay, but it's nice to know that you're supportive of gay people. That's the energy we like. Thank you for the update, Robin, about the account you're on. We will keep an eye out for this particular one, as you're not on the usual Robin likes games. And We Garden Witch, clarifying what her username refers to, she says, I'm a Norse pagan, a garden witch. Actually, I'm going to keep it real with you, We Garden Witch. I actually know very little about witchcraft or witches. I know there's more witches, and witches are not always what they're kind of, made out to be. So yeah, if you have any information about that, that'd be interesting. And Abhishek says, did you know that tomatoes are fruits and not vegetables? Actually did. Sorry to spoil your fun, but I did know that. And by the way, guys, can I quickly just say, if you're watching right now, if you're having fun and vibing along, please hit the like button. We're trying to reach 30 likes before we end the stream. And I've actually got to end the stream in about 10 minutes or less because I've got work tomorrow. So thank you to those who hit the like button. 27 likes. That is so awesome. We've only got 4. So if we can hit 3 more between us, I feel like it'd be a great time. And as always, if you haven't, 2 more, you legends, you absolute beauties. 2 more to 30 likes. That's what I'm talking about. The power of the chat. Whoever hit the like button for the 28th time, you know who you are, and you are much appreciated. Big up to you. Don't forget to subscribe. 29. Come on, guys. I'm going to show you the desk once more. I just bought a new desk. The new desk for the new stream, and you guys are getting me even more pumped up for the next phase. So huge love to you. We just hit 30. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm trying not to swear because I'm going to say you guys are flipping amazing, because every time I ask the chat, I'm like, come on, guys, we've got a few more likes. Can we do it? And we smashed the target. So thank you. Thank you so much. I'm super, super pumped to be here with you. We've only got 10 minutes or so left of stream, but we're back 5 days of the week. So if you haven't subscribed genuinely, hit subscribe. It's a lot of fun. There's loads of awesome regulars in the chat. And every time it feels like the energy gets a little bit stronger. So big up to everybody that's here on the journey. And like I was telling people before, I'm going to show you once more. It's about the 8th time I've shown you on stream tonight, but I'm showing you once more. I've just bought a desk. It took 3 hours to set this desk up with my dad today. Literally 3 hours to set this desk up. We tried our best, okay? But the point of me telling you this is that we've got big things coming. I'm going to do some desk streaming, new laptop, new camera, new lighting, better internet, because I know you guys, the internet is trash, so I apologise. But big things are coming, so please hit subscribe. And I didn't say actually, but the regulars know, but 500 subs, if we get to 5 subs, I'm doing a house tour. So I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough through my humble abode. I'm going to look forward to. Pratt, if you're still here, Pratt said, I'm exhausted for the day, got to recharge myself. Till then, take care and take your decision according about the laptop. See you soon. Pratt, thank you so much, as always. Lovely to have you here with us. The friendly faces really make it like a cool experience for me. Like, I love seeing new people join the stream. Like, that's what it's about, making new friends, people hanging out, becoming part of the crew. But honestly, if you regulars weren't here holding it down with me, it would be a different experience. So you are much appreciated. Pratt, have a good night's sleep. Zombie Queen, I saw you leave this comment a few minutes ago. So Zombie Queen, I hope you're still here. And Zombie Queen said, much love and positivity to all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, guys. Come on. For real, like, honestly, like I've said it before, I'll say it again. People ask me, like, why do you stream? And the reason I stream, or what do I stream about, it's positivity. There's so much negative energy in the world. We all suffer. We've all got, or not of us, but like we go through difficult things in lives. We lose people. Our jobs can be hard. We're tired. We get depressed. All these different things. But the time we've got together on stream, I want it to be. That doesn't mean if you've not got. That doesn't mean if you're going through some stuff, you can't jump in the chat and say I'm bad or I'm having a tough time. That's the point. The chat will support you and boost you up. But when we're together, I want it to be good energy, positive vibes, and just, you know what I mean? Hanging on in together. That's what I'm saying. All right, enough talking. Let me catch up with the chat. Zombie Queen got the 27th like. Thank you so much, Zombie Queen. You are a real one. And Ruth Connor, speaking of real ones, is back in the chat and says, hey, how is everyone today? Well, Ruth, I, for one, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. It's been a great stream. We've had some awesome vibes in the chat. But Ruth, more importantly, how are you doing? Good to see you in the chat again. Laser Honeybee says, if you're a vegan, then do you support the vegan teacher? I've actually not seen much of the vegan teacher's content. I feel like the only thing I know about her was that someone had ripped off one of her songs. So I need to check her out, to be fair. Drag Dumpster says, what do you do for work? No need to answer if you don't feel like it. Just curious. I work in services. So I'm not a qualified financial advisor or anything like that, but I kind of help people look at their finances and see if there's anything that the organisation I work for anything that could be done better to sort of support their retirement or look at their pensions or the savings, stuff like that. And Robin, dropping an important in the chat, says, we hope you all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. We do not care about looks, politics, race, or anything. 100%. If you're here for the first time, like Robin said, this is a neutral square. Whoever you are, wherever you're from, whatever you look like, whatever your sexuality or whatever, you're welcome here. Like, it's the only thing that we ask is just be nice, be friendly to other people, and you'll be so welcome. All right, let me catch up with some comments. And speaking of comments, Brooke Gallagher one says, "Hi Edward, do you remember me? It's been such a long time since I joined your live stream." Yes, I do, Brooke Gallagher, because you are the only Brooke Gallagher we've had in this chat. And it's nice to see you again. How are you doing? Let me up. Oh, Bexy says, speaking about the vegan teacher, she says she's a very horrible person. She made fun of another YouTuber's SA because the YouTuber was no longer vegan. Bexy, that's not cool at all. And honestly, when people do stuff like that and like minimize or turn on people because they're not vegan, or like, oh yeah, I knew they were so and so, I don't like that, honestly, and that's not the vibe that I'm on. Robin is on a new account. It says, which is now called Rob Loves Her Games, because Robin likes games, has lost her YouTube account. But Robin, the real Robin, is back in the chat. So it's good to see you again, Robin. And Ruth says, glad to hear your stream has gone well and everything seems lovely. I'm tired as I went out a lot this weekend, danced a lot. Hey, Robin, that sounds like a good way to spend a weekend for real. I've not been out dancing on a weekend for too long, so thank you for giving me a little bit of inspo there, Ruth. And if you're tired, it sounds like you'll sleep well tonight after all your dancing this weekend. But yeah, as for everyone being lovely in the chat, they really are. I'm so lucky to have a very, very nice crew of regular people that join the vibe and bring the energy. And I've said it once, I'm going to say it again, you guys should be proud of yourself, because between us, we're creating a positive little pocket on the internet. And I feel like if we just keep going, keep vibing together, it's going to grow. It's literally going to grow. We're going to create the Discord soon, and I want you guys to have the opportunity to have little side channels in there, so like grow together. So it's not just me calling the shots. It's like, obviously it's my channel, but like I want you guys to have space to express yourselves and do your thing as well. So for everyone on the journey with me, vibing along, bringing the energy, subscribing, liking, getting chatty in the chat, you are so appreciated, and it means a great deal. So big to you all. Brooke says, I'm so sad because I've got school tomorrow. Well, Brooke, I'm going to keep it real with you. I was never a huge fan of school. My advice to you would be, give it your best shot. Give it your best shot, because the short-term pain now will pay off down the road. And that's kind of like the same as anything with you. Like, you know, putting the work in the short term will come back to, not back to bite you. It'll come back to you in a positive way. So give it your best shot. And you know what I'd say as well? I would say concentrate on keeping your friends, keeping good friends at school, and they will support you through times when school has been annoying or whatever. So give it your best shot, Brooke. That's my advice. Oh, okay. And Ruth says her profile picture is from Full Metal Alchemist. Good. Oh, is that, hang on, is that Robin's profile picture, or that someone? Oh no, okay. So it's Robin's profile picture. I didn't know that. The more you know. Can I just say as well, a quick, before that, let me just give a shout out to, it's Zurek on Amelia. I'm going to call you Amelia if that's all right. Who says, hi from UK. Well, Amelia, hello to you. Thank you for joining the stream. And I'm saying hello from the UK as well. What's up to you? All right, let's the comment from, where was it? It was, I've missed it. I've missed it and I've lost it. Oh, that was it. It wasn't even a comment. I was just going to say then, thank you so much for everybody. To everyone who hit the like button, we absolutely smashed the 3 likes together. That's a great effort, guys. We're nearly at the end of the stream. It's been another epic stream. Lots of vibes in the chat, lots of fun. Of course, the regular new faces as well. So if you are new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. We're back tomorrow. We're streaming 5 days of the week at the moment. And I'm going to show you one more time because I just can't resist. The new desk is part of the new desktop stream. So if you are new around here, honestly, hit subscribe. We've got some cool things coming, and there's a great regular crew of people in the comments who are going to make you feel very welcome. So don't be afraid to join the fun. All right then, let me catch up with a few comments, and one of those was from Ruth, who says, yes, go dance, Edward. Let all of those troubles melt away. It is so healthy too. For real, Ruth. Like dancing, one of those things, right, where it doesn't. I think sometimes we get it in our heads that you have to be a good dancer to dance, which is just nonsense. I think anybody, like as we say in the UK, 2 left feet, whether you can dance or whether you can't dance, you can dance. So it's good advice, Ruth. And honestly, whenever I go out for a little boogie after not having done so for a while, I really enjoy it. Robin is saying W Edward, W Robin, and W everybody who's made the stream a lot of fun, bringing the energy, being cool in the chat. And speaking being of cool in the chat, Abby says W Edward, W mods, W chat. Could not have said it better myself. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, guys. You guys, when you leave comments like that and you get chat and make the chat pop off, it literally gets me pumped up. I'm not exaggerating. As you know, if you're one of the regulars here, I stream 5 days of the week, and 4 of those days are after work. So I come back from my 9 to 5, have my tea, maybe do some work, do exercise, have my tea, freshen up, and then I jump on stream with you guys at 8 p.m. UK. And when you guys make the chat pop off, you're super kind, friendly, welcome people to the stream. It literally makes me excited and it gets me pumped to do more streams and more streams and more streams. And if you're watching for the first time, like I was just telling the chat, we've got some cool things coming, a new setup. The new desk is here. We're doing a new laptop stream. Like, I'm going to plug in to the flipping. Yeah, I said it. We're plugging into the flipping modem to the router, so the internet's not going to be lagging as much anymore. So it's going to be a new phase, and I'm super excited for it. And Abby says, touch wood, knocks aggressively. Yeah, literally. I'm glad. I don't want to knock too hard on this desk because it took so long to set up. I want to make sure that I don't do damage to it. It's sturdy though, so I think we should be good. Zombie Queen says, much love all. Much love, Zombie Queen, for being a real one. Wee Garden Witch has been sassy with me. Says, is this a desk guard? Wee Garden Witch, I'm sorry. It's just, it took 3 hours to set up, so I'm feeling a little bit too proud of my, a bit too proud of myself. Ruth O'Connor showing the new desk, which is what we like. Thank you, Ruth. And another great comment from Bexy, who says, my life has gotten significantly better since I stopped worrying about what strangers thought of my goofy dancing. 100%, Bexy. 100%. This is the thing, like, I think too often, it's so much easier in life to laugh at someone or to put them down than it is to take a second to, like, big them up. Like, when we get the occasional meanie in the comments, it's so much easier to have, like, a pop at someone than it is to make an effort to be like, oh, I like what you did, like, that's cool. Like, it just comes to us more easily to be negative. And what I'm saying, Bexy, is that, like, not worrying about people think about the dancing, it's a big part of it. Like, it shouldn't matter, like, what you look like. And I honestly, now that I'm an adult, I never judge anybody for how they look in terms of looking silly. If they're not hurting anybody and they're having a good time and they're going for it, good on them. Oh, and Robin's was getting stressed out as a joke. I cried for 15 to 45 minutes for not being able to go into stream. Oh, well, Robin, I'm glad you're happy to be back, but please never feel stressed out about not being able to jump on the stream. We will always be glad to see you when you make it back, but honestly, don't get worked up about it. Zombie Queen says, thank you kindly for streaming. I appreciate you being a part of my fam now. Oh, Zombie Queen, hopefully you're talking to me. And if you are, legitimately, like I was saying to people before, those comments are just so rewarding for me as a tiny little pipsqueak streamer with not even 100 subscribers. It means a lot when anybody takes the time to show some love my way, to be positive, to be kind. It means a lot and it's great motivation for me. So, Zombie Queen, huge W to you. Let me catch up with some comments. I think I'm nearly there. Which is awesome. But let me catch up with some loving the vibes between Bexy and Abby, by the way. This is about, like I was saying before, I love it when people join the stream. Maybe they join for the first time, they hang out, and then they enjoy it. People are nice to them. They chat with someone, come back, and then they like chat a little bit more. And the next time at the stream, it's like, yo, I remember you. Like, what's up? And that's super nice for me. And for you guys too, hopefully, as well. Oh, guys, what absolute legends we've had on the stream tonight. Zombie Queen says, any time I talk to anyone, I always try to compliment them. Once, you wouldn't believe how happy it makes people. Honestly, Zombie Queen, it means a lot. It really means a lot, and it will take you far in life because, like I say, it's easy to be negative. So when someone is taking the time to be kind, it's just awesome. Pounding on wood aggressively. Thank you for humouring my aggressive desk hammering, everybody. I appreciate it. And Abby says, you think Edward will kick us out? There'll be no kicking out from me to you, ladies, or whoever you may be. I know, Abby, you're a lady, but you know what I'm saying. With Zombie Queen, I presume you're a lady as well. But no, there'll be no kicking out from me. You guys have been too cool for that.
But you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to say that as we've been streaming for 102 minutes, that's how fun you've made it. I didn't realize how long we'd been streaming for. And every time I have to rein it back in because like the time just flies. The time literally flies. Robin, I know you're a lady, don't worry. I was more thinking Zombie Queen because I haven't clarified, I haven't asked her, but then I was like, oh, her username is Zombie Queen, so probably a lady. But you never like to presume these days. But, and Zombie Queen is a zombie. Fair enough, Zombie Queen, say no more. But you know what, guys? This has been an epic stream, but it is about that time. I've got to get ready. We Garden Witch says, I'm way too gay for this chat. We Garden Witch. You retracted the message, but I saw it. And it made me laugh. You know what, guys? I've got to roll because I've got to get ready for work in the morning. So if you've got any goodbyes you want to say, any final see you laters to everybody, then please drop chat now. But I'm going to start by giving you guys a shout out. And of course, a big shout out to Abby. Big shout out to Ruth. Big shout out to Robin. Big shout out to the We Garden Witch. See you here for the first time. Who else is chatting in the chat? And I think that's everyone pretty much for the time being. But you know what? If you're just joining as we're ending, and Jazz is here as well. So bye. Huge love to you, Jazz. Thank you so much for joining as always. But listen, we're going to be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time, and I hope you can join us there. If you haven't hit subscribe, make sure you subscribe because, as I say, 5 days of the week, and it's a lot of fun. Chat always makes it a great time. So everybody, I'm going to bounce, drag dumpster. Bye to you. It was lovely to have you in the chat. Thank you for joining. And we will see you all soon on another stream. So 8 p.m. tomorrow, guys. I will look forward to hanging you out. W to everybody who's in the stream and made it a lot of fun. I will see you tomorrow. I'm sending big hugs. And tomorrow we are back 8 p.m. UK time. Bye for now, guys. And I'll see you then. And see you later, Alex. Peace.